Dominique, 17 carries, 107 yards. I don't know if you know you had a 100-yard game, but it's your first as a Razorback, 2 touchdowns. Just talk about the game today.
We pretty much had a running mentality coming into this game, being that they were fourth rush defense, I believe. So we pretty much had an emphasis on running the ball this week, and Coach Pittman met with me this week, and we talked about running the ball. He told me that I need to be prepared to run the ball, and I think I came in and did a good job, as well as the other backs coming in and running the ball this game.
And Treylon, Coach Pittman said you were used as a decoy. They ran the ball with you. You caught passes. Just talk about the game that you had tonight, and also that play, the holding play down there on 4th and 1. Just what happened there, and did you expect to get the call there?
Really, I just give thanks to my teammates for just coming out and playing their ass off defense and offense. And, we just went out there and we played for each other, and the outcome was the outcome. And I just, on the holding call, it was just like I knew I had him. He was beat, but his way to get me was to grab me. So I just went with the grab and fell to the ground, and it worked. So.
I mean, you had a good game all the way through, but that last drive, you had a catch and a pretty good run, I think, for 10 or 11 yards, and then you obviously had the touchdown. How big was that drive? And as a young guy, were you nervous, or what was your mindset going into that?
No, I was not nervous. But my mindset, well, pretty much the whole offense mindset going into that last drive was that we need to score. So everybody pretty much had on their mind that we're going to go down here and score because we're going to win this game and become bowl eligible. So with that mindset, we did what we did, and we got the touchdown.
Sam said the O-line blocked it up pretty good on the touchdown run with 21 left and the 2-pointer. From your viewpoint, what were those plays like?
Yeah, the line did a tremendous job. Those 5 guys up front, they blocked the tails off. I mean, nobody touched me. It was the hole was big as I don't know what. So I appreciate those guys up front for making it whole. And yeah, they did their job.
And the 2-pointer.
And the 2-point conversion, yeah, it was pretty much the same way. They did the job, fired off the ball, made a big gap for me, and I went in and scored a touchdown.
Great. First 6-win season since 2016. What can you capture what the emotions are like for the locker room for you guys to this point?
Yeah. I honestly want to say the emotions are mixed right now because I don't think these young guys realize how big of a deal it is. But everyone knows that everyone's happy. Everyone's so excited because we know we haven't the last year with Pittman and we know what we've come from and everyone saw us what we came from. But I think the young guys don't realize like this is a big deal. Like going to a bowl is a big deal, especially with 3 games left. Like we can just keep climbing our way up bowl games. So we got to continue to do what we do. But I know I'm probably one of the happiest guys in this room and happiest guy in that room over there just because of what we've came through. We got about 6 of the guys who are there on the team. So it's awesome to see what this team has done and seeing what we've come from and seeing how the guys are handling it. So we're all excited.
Yeah. So the offensive guys, can y'all talk about KJ's composure and how clutch he was on the 2-minute drive, Treylon?
Really, like I say every week, KJ, he's a baller. He went out there, he sacrificed his body for us, the coaches, Razorback fans, and he played his heart out for us. And during that 2-minute drive, completing passes, making plays with his legs when it was needed to. He's just an all-around baller, and we're really glad to have him on our team.
It's exciting to see KJ play every week because every week he's getting better. I mean, he's done a great job leading the team. And with the last drive, he was pretty much hyping the team up like we're going to go down here and score. And that's big because he is the leader of our offense, also a captain on this team. So that was big for him to go in there and just say, we're going to go down here, we're going to score the ball, and then have the confidence and poise to go out there and do what he did for us and for us to go score on the last drive.
Mr. Grant, can you describe your interception, kind of what happened with it?
Yeah. So I was matching off the back and kind of figuring out in our zone that we were running that play. I was matching off the back, getting depth. Our D-line did amazing. They got him out of the pocket. They made him get pressure on him better than what we've done. And so I pushed him out. He started scrambling and scramble drill for the mic. Usually we're the guy wrapping up and going to get the quarterback. Like against A&M this year, you saw me going up and getting the quarterback a lot. So this week we knew he didn't want to run it as much. So we stayed back and stayed patient. Our nickel or our will ended up going and putting pressure on him. And if you watch the play, if I didn't pick it, I knew there was two guys behind me that were going to with Buster, and I think it was Sim. So he didn't see me because he didn't probably expect me to be there, and I was just reading his eyes. And I'm glad I caught this one. So the ones in the past.
What was the difference in the second half, both in your defense and their offense that things picked up for them?
They haven't seen a team that matches their routes the way we did today. The first half, we matched them really well. They shouldn't have really scored, I guess, the PI call, take it however you want. But we matched up every route pretty well. Even the intermediate passes, about 15 yards, we were still matching up. We had a hat on the ball every single time. In the second half, they started hitting the hole behind the backers. We would we were matching the underneath routes like we were supposed to, like we were doing. And they found those holes about 15, 20 yards deep. And they started hitting those over and over again. But I think the thing that we did defensively is we kept our mind and we kept our identity the whole game. We didn't get uncomfortable the whole time. We knew that we could keep doing our job and be able to keep going. But obviously we're not satisfied, but we're satisfied with a win every single week.
Did their running game surprise you at all that they ran it as much as they did?
No, not at all. I think that their circumstances of them running it, we knew we were going to give them almost a 4-man box a lot with 3 down linemen and either one linebacker, and they were going to spread us out. We knew what they were going to do. They ran toss and they ran stretch. Those are only 2 run plays they do. And so we know what we had to do. And the runs that they gained on us was our fault. It wasn't something out of the ordinary, but they ran the ball well, but we did enough to win the game.
Treylon, coach talked about the 4 Bs this week. When did he introduce Larry the bowling ball?
Really just a minute ago when we come in after the win, and he was just like, everybody, let's meet Larry, and he pulled out a bowling ball. So
And bowled it.
Yeah, and bowled it right down the middle of us.
Treylon, Sam said he thought that first play might be a touchdown. How much did you guys rep that? And looked like Davion broke open, but I know you're not a quarterback.
We repped that all week long, and it was money throughout practice and everything. And I take responsibility. I didn't get my feet set, and just didn't make a good pass, but it'll get better.
I bet they could keep starting it.
Yeah.
And for Grant, Treylon, could you guys talk about what you thought about Dominique's game today?
Really, he showed up. He played like he was a senior to me. He went out there and he balled out for his team. And, from us older guys, we couldn't ask for more, to go out there and play your heart out for us. So I think he did a good job.
Literally just said us older guys, like he's my age now. Everything that we expect and seen throughout the week, that's what he gave today. I'd give the kid the 100 times the ball 100 times. He runs hard. He's hard to tackle. We see it in practice when we have to go against him. He's an SEC back. He works super hard and he does it every single day. So I'm proud of him. I'm proud of the man he's becoming on the football field because he's made our football team a lot better, and it's showing. That's why the coaches are giving him more reps and giving him more carries.
Thank you.
Treylon, I was curious on the play where you got pushed out of bounds and there was a sort of a scuffle and the team surrounded you, their team, and then your teammates came over there by you. It seemed, just looking at your body language, you were sort of fired up after that. You were looking at the sideline like, let me go with it. It really sort of seemed like it lit the fire for the offense. Is that a good observation?
I mean, it really was. It amped us up just to. It wasn't. That wasn't. I don't know how to put it. It was just it was disrespectful for what they did, and I shouldn't have reacted to it. I should have just got off the sideline, went over back there with my teammates. But it fired us up, and we did what we did.
Treylon, earlier this week, Coach said that they wanted to get you the ball many different ways. Right. How did you feel about the creative ways that they got you the ball out of the backfield, throwing it to you? You threw the ball once. What did you think about that?
Like I tell the coaches throughout practice every week, I do whatever for the team. It don't matter if I have to run the ball, throw the ball, catch the ball. I just do whatever to help the team win.
And Grant, I know during fall camp, Dominique even got moved to tight end at one point. Going up against him in camp, did you know that he was capable of being the guy that he's been for y'all this year? Does it surprise you at all? Or
it honestly surprised me when we moved into tight end. I think the reason we moved him was because of depth at tight end. We were just trying different guys. It doesn't surprise me that he's doing so well, because the way he works. You never hear Dom complaining. You never hear Dom griping about certain things. You never heard Dom when he was only getting 8 carries a game or less than 8 carries a game. You never heard him griping about his carries. So that just shows like if you're a good person, it's going to come back. You work your butt off. Like there's things that come in turn of what you've given, and that's what you get. So I'm excited. I'm not surprised because the way he works, that he's being successful, getting more carries and being good with what he's given.
I guess for the 2 offensive players, just how much difference would make having a kicker like Cam to kind of take the pressure off when you can't score?
You know, we're thankful for Cam. You know, he come in, he's a freshman, and he's kicking like he's been here for the longest. And, you know, we just thank you. Thank Coach Pittman and Coach Fountain for going out and recruiting him. You know, he's a blessing to our team.
Yeah.
This is for Dominique and Treylon. The fact that you guys had to take it the distance against Ole Miss and then to have to do it again, did it give you confidence today knowing that you've already been there once this season and did that?
Yes. I pretty much knew that we were going to go down and score. I had it in my mind that we were going to go down and score because the way the game was going and the way that we were playing, I could tell that we were ready for this drive and that the team was prepared to go down there and score. Like I said, everybody had the mindset that we were going to go down and score. So we pretty much knew what we were going to do with the ball.
And I would just piggyback off that. You know, throughout practice, Monday and Tuesday, we go 2-minute drill, and it helps being able to do that in practice because when it comes game time, it's just like, you know, we're at practice. Don't force anything. Get you easy completions. And good things that happen. So, you know, we were prepared for it.
Dominique, on the game broadcast, Bell likes to compare to Marshawn Lynch, beast mode. Is there a guy that you watch that you try to embody when you play out there?
Marshawn Lynch. He's my favorite running back.
I'll tell you right now, me, Bump, and Hayden were sitting down there. We said, if we get on the 3-yard line, we're not pulling the Seattle Seahawks. Give it to Marshawn Lynch. That's what we did. So we're excited.
Thanks, man.
Thank you. Thank you all.